bought another type of rain suit. Is lightweight and everything, and he spent about $1,500, almost $2,000 for it. You know what I'm saying? But my whole point is to have something to wear that you could throw on before when it rains. You out here, you walking. You no longer got any mode of transportation. Mode of transportation unless you actually run across a bicycle that's in good shape, and you can ride through town on that. But for right now, ooh, baked spaghetti. Spaghetti sounds good right about now. But for right now, you're just looking at getting through here. You know what I'm saying? Boots. Right now, I buy shoes that's real lightweight, so I can be able to call them my driving shoes. You know what I'm saying? Real lightweight. It's not heavy saying it doesn't get. It's not all gunky and everything too, and it makes it easy for me to drive down the street, down the road, you know what I'm saying? And it's not wearing me out, you know what I'm saying? When I get out and walking, I'm not carrying a whole lot of pounds on my feet, you know what I'm saying? Just dragging me down or whatever. But hiking boots, it's good to have a good set of hiking boots that you can ditch your driving shoes for. Because you're going to be treading through a lot of this stuff. They got certain types of shoes that say that they can withstand all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You can't even drive a nail through it. You know what I'm saying? And they said that, I see it on Instagram, you know what I'm saying? They advertise them and everything. I just never got around to even thinking about trying to buy it. But then they got this waterproof and stuff that military personnel get. They're all their clothes. It blocks water, it blocks mud. They say they really don't even. The only thing it can't block is the fog. You know what I'm saying? So all the thing they washing their clothes for is the fog, because there ain't shit else sticking to it. Not no Pepsi, not no Coca-Cola, not no ketchup, no mustard. Ain't shit sticking to that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna bead right on off of it. Mud. Bead right off. Mud! Come on now, if mud not sticking to it, you know ain't no ketchup sticking to it. No staining, no none of that. But that's that military personnel type of stuff. But I think they got some other type of water. It's called nanotechnology. You know what I'm saying? You can waterproof some shit and it actually do the exact same thing. So they got it out there. You just got to know. Go to the sporting goods sections and get it and buy that stuff. Look for the nanotechnology. You see, so that's the reason why I said when they pop it up out of the midst of this country, not from outside of the country, but from the midst of the middle of this country, and take out everything. None of this stuff. You hiking through all of this stuff, you're gonna be tired. So what else you'll need? You'll need to know how to shut your goddamn mouth. You know what I'm saying? Because when you out here alone in these woods and everything, your voice carries a lot further than you think. That deodorant that you got, the scent of your deodorant carries a lot further, and that cologne carries a lot further than you think. That's the reason why it's good to have in your survival pack unscented deodorant, unscented toothpaste, mouthwash, unscented. You know what I'm saying? Because all that stuff counts. Wild animals can even smell you a mile away. Then you'll need some piece of flint so you can be able to spark your what you call it. So you can be able to spark, get your little kindling, little grass or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Dry grass or strand out a few sticks. You know what I'm saying? So it'd be stranded out, not whole. But you strand out paper, leaves, all that dried out leaves and everything. You know, kindle it. You put it together and make a nice little pile. You know what I'm saying? What you call it? And you use that flint and the rock to make sparks amongst the kindling so it catch fire. Then once it catch fire, blow on it a little bit to make it blaze up a little bit. Then you start throwing little small twigs and faggots on top of it. I'm not saying faggots as in homosexual. I'm talking about faggots as in sticks, twigs and sticks. That's what they call it, twigs, faggots. Now that's another word for it. But you throw your little twigs and sticks on there, and then once it really start blazing up, that's when you start putting your big pieces of wood on there, so you can make a nice little But see, the thing about that is that your fire can be seen from a mile away, if not more. The smoke itself is going to give you away. So that's the reason why they say you could bury your fire, so that way, you know, say you got to dig a little ditch and build your fire inside that ditch, so that way it won't smoke as much, and it won't give off as much light, but it's still giving off the heat that you need in order to survive the night. So yeah, it's a lot of different things that you could do, you know. And then another thing, but reason why I say silence is like a motherfucker, the wind to carry your conversation off about a mile away. People can hear you. You might be out there singing. You might be on what you call it, singing, you know, singing, trying to keep yourself entertained, you know what I'm saying? So you won't drive yourself crazy out here. Some people might develop a split personality, or maybe even a imaginary friend. You know, so it is what it is. So it's a lot of stuff that's going on, but remember, nothing electrical will work. If it's another shit hits the fan, you start seeing parachutes. You see how clear that sky is, except for the what you call it. But imagine the sky is full of parachutes. Now, per se, the rules of invasion, you know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to. Those who are inside of those parachutes are not supposed to shoot downward at the people on the ground. But you got to think, those people are thinking about survival. So if you're shooting up at them, trying to take out their parachutes, what do you think they're going to do to you? They're going to shoot back at you, because they're trying to make sure that they land safely so they can establish that beachhead. You know what I'm saying? You got planes all of a sudden dog fighting up in the sky. Like, what the hell? And you see missiles and bullets. You see fire from the bullets flying. You know what I'm saying? Missiles flying at each other, you know, at the next plane or whatever. Because you know the United States gonna scramble their jets. But then again, if it's an EMP, ain't none of that shit gonna work anyway. That's the reason why they set up the president's escape plane. To where an EMP would not be affected by EMP blast. It's EMP proofed. So I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? So you won't see none of that stuff anyway, except for the invading army coming in. And hopefully our allies will be able to get over here in time to keep that invading army, you know what I'm saying, from dropping parachuters, airborne. You know, but shit happens. Our allies is a lot further than you think. And then you got to think about it. Some parts of Mexico is going to get hit, just like some parts of Canada is going to get hit. Everything close to the border. Because America was the target. Not Mexico, not Canada, but the United States of America. You know, so that was a soldier right there. Well, he might have been a soldier. He wearing that military garments and everything. So you never know. But anyways, he just might have camo. He wasn't camo. He might have the camo on, you know what I'm saying? So that's how, but I'm just pointing out certain things that's happening, and certain things that you gonna have. I'm gonna make another video that's actually talking about what you need to put inside of your bag for your survival. Like, you're gonna need a good knife, a good field knife. And you know what I'm saying, if you swing it, get you a pistol. You know what I'm saying? But that's for another video. I just wanted to talk about the shit actually hitting the fan, and you out here on the road, what you gonna do? Because you ain't got nothing. As you can see, there's nothing but trees for the next mile that you can see. And but me traveling this road as much as I have, I know there's a lot more trees that go around further, and it goes for at least 50 to 100 miles. You know what I'm saying, of trees. You know what I'm saying, it goes back off. You know what I'm saying, you might have small little 5-minute towns, or you have little townships here and there. You know what I'm saying, you might run into people who own hundreds of acres of land. Want to know what the hell coming out with their shotgun? What the hell you doing on my goddamn property? Because they already 9 times out of 10 already trained for it. That's what they build in areas like this. They build their militias. They put together their militias. They already prepared for that type of stuff. You need to start preparing too. Even if it's just grabbing a few things, you know what I'm saying? But you need to start preparing. Because we got a lot of enemies out here, and there ain't no telling what our enemy is gonna do. Take for instance, 9/11. When 9/11 hit, everybody was shocked. Because nobody had ever seen America attack like that on American soil, ever. In their lifetime. Except for when they set off a bomb in front of the United Nations building. Except for the Oklahoma bombing. Ain't nobody ever seen a foreign army attack America on its own home soil. And this was as close as you can get. Right here with you. So there ain't no telling what our enemies is planning on doing these days. Right now, we fuck with the second superpower in the goddamn world. Even though America is the only real superpower, but Russia is another one. But everybody and mama talking about China is going to take over, including those in the U.S. government. He's even talking about China is taking over. They already got the #1, took over to our economy and became the #1 economy to deal with. They pushed us back to #2. You know what I'm saying? And Trump is struggling to put everything back together and make America first, so that way we can move back into that #1 spot. Because see, what happened is we built China to do exactly what it is doing. We did it a long time ago. We started investing into it a long time ago. I'm talking about 20, 30 years ago, and it's starting to come to fruition today. You're starting to see it. That's the reason why they overtook our economy, because we invested into them to actually do that. But we invested into them to better their economy, but we did it, you know what I'm saying, so that they can become a global superpower. We literally did it for them. So China is doing exactly what we built them to do. That's for a whole nother video, you know, so on top of that. We was already having problems with Russia, now we got China to deal with. And you know, they are over 1 billion strong, they got themselves. The population is a high male population. It's something like 60 to 65% of the population is male. You know what I'm saying? It's 60 to 65%. Maybe slightly more. But that's the way they was, you know what I'm saying? And that, so they so populous that they broke it down the way you only have so many kids over there now. But anyways, I just wanted to talk about that, you know what I'm saying? Not can the shit happen, hit the fan, but an actual scenario if the shit was to hit the fan. Talk to you later.